The more you start to build evidence that this gets you there and this one doesn't, the more that your brain is going to start prioritizing this one. This field has a lot to teach you about your brain and how to rewire it, so you don't have to keep repeating the same patterns. I'm a therapist with a degree in cognitive neuroscience, and let's break this down. You're stuck repeating the same patterns again and again and again because of something in your brain called a neural pathway. Your neural pathways are like this path through this field. Neural pathways get built when you walk a path again and again and again and again and again. Your brain takes up 20% of your overall energy, so it needs to find shortcuts, which it does through these neural pathways. Your brain is not trying to sabotage you by continuing to repeat these patterns. If anything, it's trying to save you energy, because look at how much more pleasant and helpful this path would be than to go into this unknown, scratchy field where you haven't walked yet. So anytime you're trying to establish a new pattern in your life, whether it's how you respond to stress or holding boundaries or whatever it is, you are telling your brain that you want to go right there in the middle of the field, and you don't have a clear path on how to get there yet. So as you're looking at that new point, it makes a lot of sense that your brain would continue to go back to the path that you already know. But the good news is, because of a thing called neuroplasticity, or your brain's ability to change and mold itself over time, you can create new neural pathways and ultimately change your long-term patterns. But the first steps can initially feel scary and scratchy and like a lot of effort. And sometimes you can look back and feel like, ugh, have I even done anything? But the more that you walk back and forth on this path, the more that you start to find your way, and the more that you start to feel like you might actually prefer this path over this path. And because your brain is trying to save your energy, what you don't use, you lose. Meaning the more that you choose to not take this path, the more weeds and grass start to grow up, and your brain starts to prefer this path because it's more energy efficient and pleasant. Especially if this new path gets you to where you want to be. The more you start to build evidence that this gets you there and this one doesn't, the more that your brain is going to start prioritizing this.